Good morning, students. This is your Maths 1 online teaching session, and today I am going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 3, Polynomials, part 1. In this chapter, what we are going to learn, let us quickly have a look of the content outline of this chapter. It's a lengthy chapter, but trust me, it is easy. We are going to learn in this chapter Introduction to Polynomials, Degree of the Polynomials, Value of the Polynomials, Operation on Polynomials, a new concept, that is synthetic division, and lastly we are going to learn remainder theorem. Let us start with the first topic, that is Introduction of Polynomials. Now as you can see here, I have written few expressions. Yes, I have written few algebraic expressions. With the help of this, I am going to explain you the concept of polynomial. So let us consider these examples. Now look at the first example. It is p cube minus 1 upon 2 p square plus p. Now I hope you know what is degree. Degree means the highest index to which the variable is raised to. Okay. So in this case, what is the degree of the polynomial? The degree is nothing but 3. Yes, even 2 is there, but the highest number to which the variable is raised is 3. I hope you are understanding it. Look at the next one. The next question is m square plus 2m cube minus root 3 m raised to 5. Okay. Now what is the degree in this case? In the first case, the degree was 3. Right. Second case, what is the degree? Second case, the degree is nothing but, yes, the highest number, 5. I hope you are understanding these examples. Look at the next one. It is just 6. Do you remember what you have learned in 8th standard? Is this a polynomial, a monomial or no? See, 6 can be written as x raised to 0. 6x raised to 0. Yes or no? 6x raised to 0. And what is laws of indices? That any number raised to 0 is 1. So 6 into 1 is 6 again. I am not changing the question. Instead of that, I am writing 6 as 6x raised to 0. So what is the degree in this case? Degree is nothing but 0. Look at the next one. The next one is root y plus 5. I hope you know that when it is square root of y, what is the meaning of this? It is actually y raised to, since it is square root, it can be written as second power of y, that is 1 upon 2. All this you have learned in 8th standard. What is the meaning of power, what is the meaning of root and all that. So in this case, when it is square root of y, it is nothing but y raised to 1 upon 2. I hope it is clear. Same way the last one, it is 1 upon y minus 3. Laws of indices, do you remember? When it is 1 upon a raised to m. Yes, and it goes up m. And it goes up, what will happen? It is nothing but a raised to minus m. This is laws of indices. So if I want to apply the same thing here, it is 1 upon y. 1 upon y is as good as 1 upon y raised to 1. When it goes up, what will happen? It will become y raised to minus 1. Okay, I hope all these concepts are clear to you. Quickly, I am again revising. The highest index here in the first one is 3. In the second one is 5. The degree is 5. The third one I have explained you, it can be written as x raised to 0. So the degree is 0. The next one, it is square root of y. As easy as to understand, it is y raised to 1 upon 2. So the degree is half. The last one, again I have explained you laws of indices. This can be taken up and the degree will be y raised to minus 1. Now look at the examples and try to understand the concept of polynomial. The degree is 3 in the first case, degree is 5. Third case, the degree is 0. Next is 1 upon 2 and the last one is minus 1. So I will define polynomial as those algebraic expressions whose degree are whole numbers. Now do you know what are whole numbers? Do whole numbers starts from 1? No. Whole number starts from 0 till infinity. So out of these 5 which I have given you, whosever degree is a whole number is a polynomial, or else it is not a polynomial. I hope you are understanding the concept. Now let us go in search of whole numbers. Now look at the first one. Degree is 3. Is it a whole number? Yes, it is. So it is a polynomial. Next one. Degree is 5. Is it a whole number? Yes. So it is a polynomial. Third one was 6. Yes, that I wrote as 6 into x raised to 0. Is 0 a whole number? Yes. Whole number starts from 0. So it is a polynomial. Look at the next one. Square root of y, which can be written as y raised to 1 upon 2. Is this 1 upon 2 a whole number? No. Fractions are not whole number. Whole number starts from 0. But fractions are not whole number. So this is not a polynomial. Correct? Look at the last one. 1 upon y, which can be written as y raised to minus 1. Is minus 1 a whole number? No, because whole number starts from 0. This is a negative number. So it is not a polynomial. Yes, to summarize, out of this, which one are polynomial? First one, second one, third one. Why? Because the degrees were whole numbers. Fourth one, the degree is 1 upon 2 of fraction, so not a polynomial. Fifth one, the degree is again a negative number. It can be written as y raised to minus 1, so it is not a polynomial. I hope you understood the concept of polynomial. Now let us define polynomial. Now how to define polynomial? Polynomial can be defined as if the parts of the variables in an algebraic expression, if the parts of the variables are whole numbers, as I have explained you here, out of this 5, these 3, the parts of the expression were whole numbers, then those algebraic expressions are known as polynomials. So out of these 5, the first 3 are polynomials, the second and the fourth and the fifth are not a polynomial. I hope this concept is very nicely understood to you. Yes, what you need to remember is that the degree should be a whole number. If it is a fraction, it is not a polynomial. Even if it is a negative number, it is not a polynomial. Okay? Now, after this, what I need you to understand is what are types of polynomials. Now, there are 2 ways of classifying it. One is based on the number of terms. Now, this you have already learned in your lower standards. I am quickly revising it. Based on number of terms, do you remember you have learned this monomial, binomial and trinomial. These were based on number of terms. Yes, I have given you here one example. Monomial means one term, just 2x, one term. It's a monomial. Binomial means 2 terms. So x raised to 4 plus x, there are 2 terms in it. So it's a binomial. And trinomial means 3 terms. X raised to 4 plus x minus 3. Randomly I have written any 3 terms. Since 3 terms are there, it is trinomial. 2 terms it is binomial. 1 term it is monomial. So this is types of polynomials based on number of terms. I hope it is clear. Yes? Okay. Then comes degree of polynomial. I have already told you what is the meaning of the word degree. The highest index to which the variable will be raised to. Okay? The highest power of the variable is nothing but degree of the polynomial. Now, degree of any non-zero constant polynomial is 0. Now, what is the meaning of this? If I give you just a number, see, degree of 7, just a number 7. Now, what is the degree of this? For this, I have explained you in the previous slide also. This can be written as x raised to 0. With this, the question is not changed. Why? Because x raised to 0 is nothing but 1. So, it is 7 into 1, that is 7. Question is not changed at all. 7 into x raised to 0 is same as 7. Now, what is the degree of the variable here? 0. That is the reason this property is written, that degree of any non-zero constant polynomial is 0. Okay. Now, instead of giving you a number, if I simply ask you what is degree of 0? Now, this cannot be written as x raised to 0. Why? Because any number multiplied by 0 again becomes 0. So, this will be invalid. It will not be true. So, that is the reason it is told degree of a 0 polynomial is not defined. Do not get confused with these 2 last points. Please write it somewhere as points to remember. Okay, the first one is the highest power of the variable is called degree of the polynomial. Second one, if I give you any constant number, degree is always 0. And third one, for 0, what is the degree? It's not defined. Okay, so please make a note of all this. After this, I'll explain you what is degree of a polynomial in more than one variable. Suppose there are more than one variable, then what to write as a degree? The concept is the highest sum of the powers of the variable in each term of the polynomial is called as a degree of the polynomial. Now I know many must have not understood this. In order to understand this statement, let us see this example here. Okay, what is given? The highest sum of the powers of the variable. Now individually let us add the powers of this, of each term. There are 3 terms in this: first term, second term and third term. Okay, let us add the powers of this. What we will get? 3 plus 6, how much? 9. 2 plus 3, how much? 5. And nothing is there means 1. 1 plus 1, that is 2. Correct? So what will be the degree of this? Degree of this will be nothing but 9. Why 9? Why not 5 and 2? Because it is told the highest sum of the powers of each term. So individually each term is added, the powers are added. For this it is 3 plus 6, that is 9, it's shown here. This is 3 plus 2, that is 5, it's shown here. And the last one is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So the highest number is 9. Therefore overall degree of this is 9. This is what you need to remember for polynomials when more than one variable is used. Please write this, very important concept. This is when polynomials, more than one polynomials, variables are used. Okay, then the degree will be the sum of, highest sum of powers of variables of each term of the polynomial. Okay, so I hope this example is making it more clear, right? So write it along with the example so that you remember it. Now let us move to the next type of polynomial. One I have told you depending upon the terms which you have already learned, that was monomial, binomial and trinomial. Now since I have explained you degree, now what are the types of polynomials based on degree? These are new terms to you. Please learn it. First is linear polynomial, second is quadratic polynomial, third is cubic polynomial. It's based on degree. Now I am giving you example here. 2x plus 5. Now what is the degree of this? Degree is 1. As you can see here, 2x plus 5, the highest order is, nothing written means it is 2x raised to 1. So what is the degree? 1. So for linear, the degree is 1. I hope it is clear. Yes. Then for the second one, quadratic polynomial. See the degree. Degree is 2. That is the reason it is called as quadratic. Quadratic means degree 2. Okay. See the third one. Third one, what is the degree? The degree is 3. That is the reason it is called as cubic polynomial. So learn this new concept that polynomials are also classified based on degree. They are called as linear polynomial when degree is 1, quadratic polynomial when degree is 2, and cubic polynomial when degree is 3. I hope all these concepts are clear and you are writing it as well. Yes, please write it and try to understand it. With this knowledge, let us start with practice set 3.1. Question is, state whether the given algebraic expressions are polynomials or no and justify. Now I have already told you what you need to remember is the degree of the variable should be a whole number. Now there are two places where variable is used. One is y and one is 1 upon y. Both the places the degree should be whole number. This is no problem, degree is 1. But what about this? This is 1 upon y, which can be written as y raised to minus 1. I have explained you in the previous slide. Is minus 1 a whole number? No, it's a negative number. So what you can say? No, this is not a polynomial because the power of y in the term 1 upon y is minus 1. Okay, same way see the next one. It's written as square root of x. Square root of x means it can be written as x raised to 1 upon 2. So is this a polynomial? No again. Why? Because the power of x in the term phi root x is 1 upon 2, that is 0.5 if you want to write it in decimal form. I hope this concept is clear because I have already told you what are polynomials. The degree of the variable should be a whole number. It cannot be a negative number. It cannot be a fraction. Okay. So please write it fast. And then let us move to the next question. See this one. X square plus 7x plus 9. Yes, no problem at all. That it is a polynomial. Why? Because all the coefficients are real numbers and also the power of each term is a whole number. As you can see here, it is x raised to 2, a whole number. It is x raised to 1, again a whole number. So this is a polynomial. See the next one. Is it a polynomial? You yourself will tell me no. Why? Because as you can see, it's written minus 2, 2m raised to minus 2. And it's a negative number, so it is not a polynomial. See the last one, it's 10. 10 can be written as x raised to 0. I have already explained you. And this 0 is nothing but a whole number. So all constant numbers, whether it is 10, 12, 15, 14, any number, is always a polynomial. Okay. So yes, because 10 is a constant polynomial. This reason also you can write. I hope all these sums where you have to find out whether it is a polynomial or no and justify is understood to you. Yes, so write it fast. Look at this. This is the next question. Very easy again. Write the coefficient of m cube in each of the following polynomial. You just have to search for the coefficient of m cube. Nothing is written means coefficient is 1. What is the meaning of this word coefficient? Coefficient means the numerical value which is written before the variable. Okay, the number which is written before the variable. What is the coefficient of m cube in this case? Just have a look. Root 3 is written, but you have to take it along with the sign. So it is minus root 3. Same way m cube. What is the coefficient in this? Minus 2 upon 3. I hope all these three very easy sums are understood to you. If it is asked, it can hardly be asked for 1 mark, where you have to search for the coefficient of m cube. Okay, so write it quickly. See, next question. Question number 3 is an open-ended question. Why? Because it is given, write the polynomial in x. In x, the variable should be x using the given information. Now, what is the first one? Monomial. Monomial means one term with degree 7. Yes, so I feel I should only write it as x raised to 7. It's done, one term and degree is 7, so it is a monomial. You want, you can write any constant number before it. It depends upon you. So it varies from student to student. That is the reason it is an open-ended question. Next is what? A binomial with degree 35. Now, two terms should be there and degree should be 35. So I feel that I should write x raised to 35 minus x raised to 33. Why not? These are also two terms. And what is the highest number? 35. So it is a binomial, two terms and the degree is 35. I hope you are understanding. There are so many ways of writing this answer. Trinomial with degree 8. I have written one here. 3x raised to 8 plus 2x cube plus x raised to 5. You feel that you don't want to write all this, you can write. It should be a trinomial, take care of that. 3x raised to 8 minus 7x plus 5. It's a trinomial. There are three terms and the degree is 8. Any way which you want, you can write. These are open-ended questions. I hope you have understood it. Okay, so write fast and move to the next question. The next question is this. Very easy again. Write the degree of the given polynomials. Now I have prepared a tabular column for this. Okay, see, these are the polynomials. You can also write this in this way only. Root 5. Root 5 is a constant number. Can be written as x raised to 0. So automatically the degree becomes 0. The next one is x raised to 0 itself. Degree is 0. X square. What is the degree? 2. Degree means the index to which the variable is raised to. This one. Okay. So degree is 2. Next one. Root 2 m raised to 10. Obviously the degree is 10. Here 2p. Yes. P is not raised to anything. It's understood that it is raised to 1. If nothing is written, do not write 0. Okay. Do not write 0 in this case. It will go wrong then if you write 0 here. I hope you are understanding it. It is 2p minus root 7. 2p means it is p raised to 1. So the degree is 1. Okay, degree is 1. Then 7y minus y cube plus y raised to 5. Obviously the highest number is 5. So the degree is 5. Okay, look at the next one. xyz plus xy minus z. Here the second concept is to be used. I have told you how to get to the degree when more than one variable is used. You need to add individually the degrees of each term. This is x raised to 1, y raised to 1, z raised to 1. So what is the degree for the first term? 3. What is the degree for the second term? X and y. So degree is 2. And what is the degree for the last term? It is 1. Which is the highest number? 3. So what should be the degree for this case? 3. I hope you are understanding this. This is based for those expressions where there are more than one variable used. Now look at this. It is m cube n raised to 7. Add this 2. What is the answer? 10. Now 3 m raised to 5 plus n. M raised to 5 and n. Add this 2. What is the degree? 6. And m and n. It is m raised to 1 and n raised to 1. When I add this, what is the degree? 2. So out of this, which is the highest number? 10. So overall, the degree of this expression is nothing but 10. I hope it is clear. It's very easy. 1 mark question. So you can also write it in the tabular form like this and finish it off fast. Okay. Now the next question. It is also easy. It's based on classify the following polynomials as linear, quadratic and cubic. Before I show this, I will quickly revise. Linear means the degree should be 1. Quadratic means the degree should be 2. And cubic means the degree should be 3. Okay. So now let's see this. You can also write this sum in a tabular column like this. The first one. 2x square plus 3x plus 1. What is the degree? 2. So it's a quadratic. 5p. P is raised to 1. Yes, nothing written means 1. What is the degree? 1. So it is linear. Square root of 2 y minus 1 upon 2. Now we are concerned only about this y. Let this be root 2 and let this be half, no problem. It's y written here and y is raised to 1. Therefore it is linear. See the next one. Highest degree is 3. Therefore it is cubic. Next one 2. So quadratic. And the last one 3. So again cubic. I hope all these sums are clear. I'll tell you the mistake which students might do in this case. It is not root 2 y like this. Y is outside this root sign. So that is the reason I am not writing degree of y as 1 upon 2 in this. Please try to understand. When it is inside this root sign, the degree is 1 upon 2. When it is outside like this, how the given question is, then it is nothing written. So the degree is 1. That is the reason it is linear here. Okay. So I hope you have understood all these sums. Yes. And whatever we have done today, with this, I come to the end of this session. Practice all these sums. Extremely easy. Hardly 1 mark questions can be asked based on this. Okay. So practice all these sums and complete till here. Meet you in the next session. Thank you.